Jesus. It's okay, buddy.
Look at this freaking lizard. Ew. This is Travis. He's a lizard that's been in my care for over a year, and I only just recently accepted that he is my lizard now. Travis has made appearances on this channel before. He was my friend's lizard, and I've periodically kind of temporarily looked after him for a portion of his life. Why don't you get on the freaking platform? Basically, my friend really wanted a lizard. I think he was partially inspired by Cracky, my Ackie monitor, because he was so like interactive and fun to be around. He's like, yeah, let me get a lizard, let me get an Ackie monitor, but let's start with a bearded dragon, because that seems a little bit easier. Trim your nails at some point, sir. That friend who got Travis ended up not living in California and ended up moving around basically every year. He ended up moving to Korea for a year and didn't want to take Travis with them. They were like, I mean, it's kind of complicated bringing like a whole ass animal like that into another country, plus a glass cage and all this stuff. Maybe this is not the best time for me to have a bearded dragon. This friend, who was temporarily living in Michigan at the time, decided that they were just going to rehome Travis and give Travis to an animal shelter, specifically a reptile shelter. And that probably would have been fine for Travis, because my friend did their research and obviously wasn't gonna put Travis in just some random like ramshackle place that doesn't know how to take care of animals. Me being me, I would like, actually don't donate Travis to the animal shelter. Give Travis to me. I will hold him for a year, and then when you return from Korea, he will in fact be yours once again. You will reunite with your son. And that friend was like, bet, okay, sounds good. Let's do it. And I'm like, yeah. I get all the joy of having a bearded dragon for the year, but none of the responsibility of actually keeping it long term. And I really ran with this. Like, I asked this friend, I'm like, hey, do you want to give me $250 to get him a new cage? Because at the time, Travis was living in a relatively small, like 50-gallon glass aquarium. He was okay in that. Like, he came out frequently to roam around so he could get some exercise, but that's just an entirely too small enclosure to keep a lizard of this size, activity level, and curiosity in for an extended period of time. So I'm like, so you do your ownerly duties, give me money, and I will build something for him, and then I will farm it for video content. And this is around the time where I would say my YouTube channel imploded. I had this big video planned where I was putting Travis, Cracky, Teddy, and Elio all from like their small glass aquariums into the 4-foot by 2-foot wooden enclosures that they're currently living in. I still have the project files for that even. In fact, anyway, here's my frog shirt.
While I am not an avid supporter of the carceral state,
I just upgraded Travis and then didn't post about it. But the upgrade went okay, minus the fact that I had the same problem with Athena, my Barons Racer's bioactive enclosure, where when I added the soil, it was pre-natted for some reason and just came with pestilence free of charge. Anyway, Travis lived in that 4-foot by 2-foot cage for a year. When his owner returned, I'm like, hey, you ready to take Travis back? He's got this nice new enclosure. He's got this nice piece of wood. He's digging, he's roaming around, he's laying all his eggs, because also Travis, like many of my animals, Gender non-conforming icon. Yes, he's a man. Yes, he can get pregnant. Cry about it, snowflake. My friend moved back to California, but went to the Bay Area instead of SoCal where we live. But my friend got an insanely good deal on an apartment and was like, so sorry, man, I got way too good of a deal on an apartment. They don't allow pets. So actually Travis is no longer my son and I'm disowning him. They didn't say it that mean. They were just like, yeah, I don't think I can take him because my new apartment doesn't allow pets and it's like way too good of a deal. And like he ball and I guess we ball. California love. So I'm like, okay, all right. Travis, you're mine now. Let's settle in. Let's hang. Let's connect. What are you into? Gay son or thought daughter? I decided that I was just gonna keep Travis on a temporary basis until I could find a really good new home for him. And my friend helped me out with this. They were contacting people and putting me in touch with the people they were talking to. Primarily is because I had formed a pretty strong connection with Travis through the year that I had spent looking after him. Plus the fact that I was there when Travis was birthed into Petness. These people wanted to put Travis in living conditions that were just objectively worse than the ones that he was living in with me. Smashing him back down to a glass aquarium, just like, even though I didn't want to keep him, I couldn't do that. So I started vetting people and I started messaging people. I put out a bunch of feelers on like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. I met some people that were interested and seemed like they would be good owners, but they ended up ghosting me. So I ended up just deciding, all right, I guess this is my lizard now. And so the idea of me giving him away and watching him only on a temporary basis increasingly got farther and farther away as school started to pick up, as I started working on other projects. Getting rid of Travis just went on the back burner because he just integrated into my regular routine so easily. And so here we are. I'm accepting Travis. He is my illegitimate son, but my son he is, and welcome to the family. I say Travis is my illegitimate son because I have no legal claim to him. I didn't adopt him. I didn't purchase him. He just sort of ended up in my possession. But you know, maybe I am one of his real dads. I basically helped facilitate his birth into petness, pethood, or petosity. My friend and I went on a journey deep into the bowels of Orange County, California. Basically, we met this couple. We got a full setup for Travis. It was like a 60-something gallon aquarium with like a ton of supplies, plus some random bearded dragon from these people for like $50. We gave that rando bearded dragon to this pet shop that was local to us to get Travis's supplies, and then traded this bearded dragon and some cash for Travie baby, who you see here. He stood out to my friend and I'm like, what do you think of this lizard? My friend was like, heck yeah, dude, that's my lizard. I helped my friend set up Travis's first enclosure, moved it into their house, and my friends and I had a beer pong tournament to decide what Travis was going to be named. And there were many a name up for discussion this night. The name that won was abhorrent. My friend definitely could not name Travis that. So the second place name won, which was Travis Scott Fortnite. First name Travis Scott, last name Fortnite. Yeah, so his Christian name is Travis Scott Fortnite. I had like a brain worm from Cold Ones, and that was the only thing that I could think of. Travis Scott Fortnite!
Travis Scott Fortnite!
So I experienced some tension when it came to deciding whether or not I was going to keep Travis for a few reasons. And part of that is acknowledging that this is actually a lot of work. Taking care of my reptiles was more of like a calendar / box checking exercise than like a real lived thing where you spend time with an animal and you understand the animal on the closest thing that we can have to like an interpersonal level with these beasts. Recently, my Savannah monitor, Bosk, passed away. I think for a long time, I didn't want to accept Travis as my animal because, one, it meant that I was now taking on a whole new responsibility in the middle of one of the busiest times of my life. And two, to me, accepting Travis kind of meant letting go of Bosk. I did my best to give Bosk the best possible life under the circumstances that I was in, and I'll cherish the moments that I spent with that lizard. He's gone now, but memories of him still remain, including his big-ass cage that I built with my dad. Travis, more than happy to move into a cage that large. He's never been in something that large before, and he's had a lot of fun running around in it. So yeah, I've come to terms. I've accepted Travis. He's my animal now. But I reserve the right to alter that deal in the future. Here's the thing. I like bearded dragons. I love Travis. Like after Travis, like I don't really want to take care of another bearded dragon. They're sweet animals. Like they're really cool, but they're so space demanding. And I think that my ideal situation is that if I ever meet someone who wants to get into reptiles and would like to keep a bearded dragon and is down to make a very large investment on keeping a bearded dragon the way that I'm keeping Travis, he'll go to whoever that person is. As of right now, that person is imaginary. That person does not exist until that person is willed into existence via manifestation, good luck, perhaps intensive research. Travis, you're stuck with me, buddy. You're gonna bite me. No, you're not going. Yay! Oh, don't do it. Disgusting. Should I brush your teeth? Does your breath smell? I literally can't tell. It would be cool to grab like a bunch more big branches and mount them to the back of the cage so that he has more usable space to climb up and down. And regardless, I got to do work on the cage anyway. I literally just moved him into Bosk's cage after, you know, allowing myself to grieve for a little while and have that cage be unoccupied. I got to drill a hole in the back and slam this new UVB fixture into it. It'd be nice to do some plants, but that's a project for another time. Anyway, that's Travis. This is not the last time that Travis will appear on this channel. I'll probably post an update for him in the near future when there is some sort of update to give on him. For the meantime, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like, genuinely, please do that. Like, please, 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 please. Peace out, my cephalopods. No? You don't want it? Smash your pass, the Xenomorph or Biolante.